Okay, day 26 of the fast, 10:22 p.m., 2024. 26 days ago, I decided to go on an instant gratification and sugar fast for 3 months. We're at day 26 now. During that time, I was trying to improve on certain skills like drawing, which, and by the way, learned that I understood the eye structure enough that I just went on Pinterest, searched some random stuff and just tried to copy the eyes, right? So that I could start practicing stylizing. Of course, they don't actually look like what they're supposed to because there's no color, but I got the structure. And when it comes to structure, I feel like that's the most important thing. You gotta understand the structure of how things work in order to follow through with them. And that goes with anything. I can say that I am definitely the type of person to overthink things and use planning as an excuse not to move. I can definitely say that. I've done that many times, and I've even tricked myself into saying that I was actually doing something. Which is why I try to have a balance between a research and action. Like with the new investment project that I might be working on, decided I'm going to wait on that for a little bit. I'm just going to focus on my art, and later I'll figure out the investment process. But yeah, I think it's just really important to make progress however you can. It's really important to actually, on another note on that, I actually managed the company that I worked at before. I think they actually managed to give me my bonus anyway, and it gave me enough to pay the rent that I was behind on, and also next month's rent. And I was thinking that, you know what, maybe I'll treat myself, go to my favorite restaurant. But in the end, I decided not to because I realized I haven't earned that cookie yet. I haven't reached my milestones yet. I still have milestones with drawing that I need to reach, which is just to be able to put a face together. To start, I'm still learning features individually. And I'm using that to build up to that, which will eventually lead me to building stories and so on. And with the fast, I haven't even gotten past month 1 yet. This is 26 days, but it's not month 1 yet. So I've decided on the first of next month, then I will go to my favorite restaurant to celebrate 1 month. The 1 month milestone. It is important to reward yourself for doing well. I will say that. But don't let that be an excuse to stop doing well, or basically go completely against what you were trying to do before. I'll go to my favorite restaurant, but I'm still going to follow the no instant gratification, no sugar rule when I do that. I'm still going to be following the rules of my fast, but I will at least have that reward after I reach the 30-day mark, or 31 days. I don't know how many days are in this month, to be honest with you. But yeah. It's very important to keep going. It's also important to look back at how far you came. Focus on progress and victories, and even reward those victories sometimes. But it's also important not to overdo it. Like, for instance, say you're on a diet, right? You want to be on this diet for, we'll just say, 3 months. And you're a week strong. You've done it for a week. And you're like, you know what? I've gone a week. I'm going to reward myself. So you completely go against your diet that day. It was like eat whatever all manner of foods or whatever, right? And then you feel guilty the next day because you technically broke your diet. But say for instance a week was your milestone. You still have to be on a diet, but there's probably something that you can use as a treat that falls within that diet. Maybe to have this certain thing, you sacrifice one of your meals or something. You know, you're still following the diet. You're still like, your brain is still in that I'm going to do what I have to do mode, but I'm still going to enjoy this as a result of my progress. And that's really how you make progress. You gotta always be in that mindset with what you're doing. Whatever you reward yourself with, usually has to be related to what you're doing. Like if you study for an hour, it's actually recommended you don't like go on something like YouTube or something. You take a 5-10 minute break to gain your focus back. You go do something fun, talk with a friend or something, but you don't do something that would completely take you out of that zone. In other words, not anything that's related to instant gratification, since your studying is a delayed gratification activity. But something like talking to a friend for 5 minutes, or going in, walking outside and just enjoying the sun, all that would be okay. And it would still feel like a reward. So that's why I elected to wait until I reach my milestone, and then I'm still going to limit myself when I go to my favorite restaurant. And if you happen to do it, like if you happen to break it for whatever reason, just know that you're still learning. And that's okay, as long as you get back to it. It's important to always come back to it, because like I said, the more you get up and come back after you fail and fall down, the easier it will be to be consistent. And I had to learn that lesson the hard way. To be honest with you, I'm still not sure. But I'd say I'm doing pretty well right now. So, with that being said, I hope you all are taking care of yourselves. And God bless you in your endeavors.